In the past few decades, earthquakes have claimed hundreds of thousands of lives and caused billions of dollars in economic losses. The 2011 earthquake in Japan alone resulted in over 15,000 deaths and an estimated $235 billion in damages. As technology has evolved, more of these devastating events have been caught on security cameras. This video will take you through 10 different earthquakes, all captured on cameras. These disasters will remind you of nature's raw power. So let's begin. 1. Osaka, Japan. Earthquake breaks chimney in half in Osaka. Osaka is Japan's third largest city and is known for its rich urban culture and innovation. In June 2018, a 6.1 magnitude earthquake disrupted the city's routine, and the moment was captured on security cameras in various places, including a cat cafe. This may sound silly, but the video shows shockingly how animals were reacting before the earthquake, which is something that is often talked about but rarely seen on camera. The cats, normally calm, seemed to sense the tremors before any human did. In the streets, panic spread as buildings shook, but fortunately, the damage was contained due to Japan's advanced building technology. 2. Izmir, Turkey. In October 2020, Turkey's coastal city of Izmir was rocked by an earthquake that registered between 6.6 and 7.0 in magnitude. People miles away could feel how strong the earthquake was, but Izmir was hit the hardest. Because the area is near the coast, the earthquake caused a tsunami that rushed into the streets, carrying ruins and flooding buildings. Security camera video from different parts of the city shows how scary it was as people tried to get through buildings that were shaking and roads that were flooding. For coastal towns like Izmir, the threat of both earthquakes and tsunamis is like living in a nightmare. The earthquake did a lot of damage, but the tsunami that followed it did even more. This made many people wonder how ready their towns are for disasters that happen more than once. 3. Ya'an, China. On June 1, 2022, Ya'an in Sichuan Province, China, experienced a 6.1 magnitude earthquake that shook schools, offices, and homes. CCTV video from a nearby middle school showed how well prepared the students were. When the vibrations started, the students did what they had been taught and quietly hid under their desks. This shows how important it is to practice for emergencies. Some damage was done by the earthquake, but the city was ready for it, and the students' efforts may have saved lives. This video is a good lesson on how important it is to learn and get ready. Another important question it brings up is whether or not the world is doing enough to teach people what to do in case of disaster. 4. Sulawesi, Indonesia. One of the most harrowing earthquakes in recent memory struck the island of Sulawesi, Indonesia in 2018. The 7.5 magnitude quake triggered a tsunami that devastated the coastline, with waves up to 18 feet high. The scenes caught on security cameras from ports and public areas show massive structures crumbling as the water rushed inland. People were seen running for their lives as the tsunami swept through, flattening everything in its path. Indonesia sits on the infamous Pacific Ring of Fire, making it particularly vulnerable to such disasters. How can countries like Indonesia continue to rebuild, knowing that another catastrophic event could strike at any time? 5. Clark International Airport, Philippines. On April 22, 2019, a 6.1 magnitude earthquake hit Clark International Airport in the Philippines, scaring everyone who was there. People were running for safety as parts of the roof fell from inside the airport, which was caught on security video. People were seen hiding behind booths and running for the exits, as airport workers frantically tried to get everyone out of the building. Even though no one was hurt in the building, the damage was so bad that the airport had to close for a while. 6. Kathmandu, Nepal. April 25, 2015 is a date forever etched in the memory of Nepal. A massive 7.8 magnitude earthquake shook the nation, leveling historic landmarks and claiming over 9,000 lives. In Kathmandu, the capital, security cameras captured the moment the ground began to shake. Sending people fleeing into the streets. Buildings, some hundreds of years old, crumbled, and the once vibrant city was left in ruins. This quake not only highlighted the vulnerability of older structures, but also the challenge of rebuilding after such a catastrophe. Nepal continues to recover from this tragedy, but the scars are still visible today. 7. Haiti. In August 2021, Haiti was once again struck by a devastating earthquake, this time a 7.2 magnitude quake that hit the southern part of the country. Security footage from grocery stores and public spaces shows the chaos as people rushed to escape collapsing buildings. Products flew off shelves, and terrified residents ran for safety. Only to find that much of the city was crumbling around them. Haiti, still reeling from the catastrophic 2010 earthquake, was ill-prepared for yet another disaster. This disaster reignited conversations about infrastructure resilience in countries prone to earthquakes and the dire need for more international aid. 8. Anchorage, Alaska. An earthquake with a magnitude of 7.0 hit Anchorage, Alaska in November 2018. It damaged buildings and roads in a big way. Toys and furniture were being thrown around the room while the ground shook in a video from a nearby preschool. Luckily, the school wasn't open at the time, so the kids weren't in any danger. Alaska might not be the first place that comes to mind when you think of earthquakes, but this event showed that they can happen anywhere, even in the most remote areas. 9. Nepal's shaking pools. During the 2015 Nepal earthquake, a hotel security camera captured an unusual phenomenon, a pool turning into a wave pool as the ground shook beneath it. Water sloshes back and forth, spilling over the edges, as the tremors caused the ground to ripple like a wave. While no one was swimming at the time, the footage is a surreal reminder of how even water can become dangerous during an earthquake. This footage serves as a metaphor for the unpredictable nature of earthquakes, where the ground itself, something we usually take for granted as stable, can suddenly become fluid and unpredictable. 10. Luding County, China. Around 6.6 million people were hurt in an earthquake in Luding County, China on September 5, 2022. Real-time video of the quake was taken by a dash cam in a car moving through the area. As the ground started to shake, buildings shook, trees swayed violently, and things fell off of awnings and onto the street. The driver decided in a split second to stay on the road and avoid buildings that might fall down. This video shows the chaos that happens during an earthquake from a different angle and shows how important it is to stay calm in those kinds of scenarios. So, these 10 earthquakes, each caught on camera, these severe disasters remind us of nature's raw and unpredictable power. From Japan to Haiti, from Turkey to Alaska, the destruction they leave behind is a stark testament to the need for better preparedness and resilience in the face of such disasters. While technology has given us the tools to capture these events as they happen, the challenge remains. How do we build a future where we are better equipped to handle the next big one?